Welcome back to this quick tutorial of Google AI Studio, Part 5, Text to Image. If you haven't seen the first 4 parts, please go check out the playlist. Well, let's get started. We have a couple different use cases for text to image. First off, if I am in Google AI Studio and you come to the home page, you want to jump over here to Playground. And I'm going to actually go to Images this time. And they give you different choices here. Now, think about Nano Banana being like an image editing tool. Nano Banana Pro is a paid service that I do not pay for, so I'm going to skip that one. And Imagine 4 is the one I'm going to be looking at mostly today. So I'm going to be using that model here. And I'm going to give you some use cases to create some beautiful images for your school situation. Our first use case here is a vocabulary picture word card. Now, this helps visual learners like ESL students that connect difficult vocabulary words in specific high quality imagery. So let's talk about a prompt that we can do to generate some high quality images here. So a pro tip is I like to go to Gemini, like Google Gemini itself, and just put in a basic prompt and ask it to create a more robust prompt designed specifically for Imagine 4. So I give it a very general prompt and it gives me some wonderful output. So this is what it outputted in that model. Now notice the prompt was create a high quality educational vocabulary flashcard. The visual, central photorealistic image. So you're giving specific details. And when you're doing any kind of image generation, it's not the same as prompt generation. So the craft doesn't always work as well for this one. If you don't know what craft is, look at the previous videos. But what you want to talk about is exactly what kind of image you want. So it needs to be photorealistic. It needs to be specific. The more details, the better with this. Distinct, colorful, central, clean background. You need to give specific text. Clearly says insert vocabulary word here. So I can give it the vocabulary word here. I want it to be a bright idea. In large, bold, easy font, sans serif font, good, stylish, educational, polish. Now let's see what it generates. And obviously I'm going to fast forward this. Let's see what it cooks. Wow, that was actually pretty fast. Let's see what it looks like here. So you can see it followed the guidelines perfectly, nice, clear, legible text. And what I really like about Imagine is it does a really good job at making words look like words. You'd use another couple other models. Sometimes you get some really weird text where the text doesn't line up. It isn't written in proper English. There's grammatical errors. You got to go back and edit. This model does a really good job of making text look like text. So did exactly what I asked for. Easy to use, easy ESL picture word cards that you can use for your ELL, ESL students. All right. So what else can it do? So once again, I'm going to hit the plus button here to create a new chat. That kind of refreshes the system's memory. So I start with a fresh thing. Let's paste in my prompt. We're going to create a visual pattern brain teaser for classroom use during morning work or transitions. Display a sequence of shapes where one shape is missing and students must determine which shape completes the pattern. Use a clean, uncluttered layout. Once again, adding a bunch of details within your design to get the output you want. Let's run it. I'll fast forward it. When it's done, I'll show you what it produced. Let's take a look here. So we have circle, square, square, triangle, triangle, solid square, blank, triangle. What would be the appropriate thing in there? Your guess is good at mine with this one. I'm really brain teased up. If you got a good answer, put it in the comments below. All right, so obviously you can get as specific as you want. If you don't like it, I'm going to show you how to edit it later to make it more appropriate for your situation. We're just giving you ideas here. All right, so what else can we do here? So for our next use case here, we can use this for the scientific concept sketcher. So, well, this may not be a replacement for a textbook diagram. It does help students visualize complex invisible concepts like atoms or black holes. So I'm going to put in a very, very simple prompt and see how it handles it. I want it to create an atomic bond, and we're going to compare ionic versus covalent. Let's see what it generates. All right, so this one did a really nice job with a very simple prompt showing the transfer of electrons and ions between ionic and covalent bond. Now, if you're a science teacher, please comment how much you like this or what feedback you get for it in the comments below. All right, what else can we do? Our next one here is a historical what-if sketch. So our prompt is a photorealistic image of New York City in 1920, but with modern-day solar panels on every roof and electrical charging stations for horses. Use cinematic lighting. So now we're putting a twist on a classic. Let's see what it generates. It's a pretty good job. Electrical charging for horses, solar panels, classic 1920s. Pretty amazing. Little historical revision. So our next use case, let's say we want to mess around with some biology. We call this one the microscopic journey. Our prompt here is a 3D high detailed medical illustration of the T cell attacking a virus. Use vibrant colors distinguished with cell parts in the style of a National Geographic infographic. Now we're really throwing some curveballs at this model. Let's take a look what it can do. Oh, wow. Really did a nice job here. So we're talking about the virus attacking a T cell. You can see it's actually actively attacking. Label it. Gives it like the National Geographic little logo there. That's not a bad job. All right, I have one more for you. Next one we're going to try here is the Poetry Painter. So for some English language arts here. Our prompt here is to generate an abstract painting based upon the poem The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Focus on the yellow wood and the diverging paths using impressionist style like Claude Monet. Now the neat part about these models is that you can make it in any style you want based upon any concept you want because it's training a larger model with a lot of information. Let's let this cook and see what we made. Wow, that was fast. Wow, that is a beautiful impressionist style painting. So again, the idea behind this tutorial is just to inspire some ideas, spark some thought. What kind of images can you custom create for your students? Do you use presentations? Do you not just want to steal images from Google? Do you want to actually create some custom ones that really match exactly what you were thinking in your head? Sometimes searching on Google Images, you can't find what you want. Sometimes you want more specific and you don't want to have to deal with copyright issues. Just generate your own. So again, hopefully you enjoyed this quick tutorial on our text to image using Imagen 4. Please come back, check out part number 6. I'll see you then.